Hi all, thank you for joining me in another video. Today we're going to look at CSS variables and why they're useful. If you're a beginner, don't worry, it's quite simple and it will help you in the long run, so it's probably a good time to learn it, to be fair. So over here I've created a HTML document, not done anything special, just linked up the style sheet which I've created over here. I've added a div with some text in and a button with some text in that as well. So let's go over to the style sheet. This body is just there so we can see things a bit neater. Not that it looks very nice anyway. So we can do :root, open and close curly braces, and in here is where we're going to put all our variables. You don't have to put them in here. You can put them any way you like, but bear in mind that they will only cascade down, not up. So if you were to put, if you give this a class such as area 51, copy that over. Now if you were to put them in here, then the body wouldn't be able to use them, or anything outside of this. Anything inside and down, yes, but not outside. So we're going to put them here so they're global. Now to define a variable you need to use the dash, 2 dashes, and then any name you like. So I'm going to say primary color, and let's give this a colour of not that. Let's do that one, I'll do. And then a secondary colour. This is lazy naming because it's just an example. I'm going to do a light grey. So just the 2 there. So I'm going to go back and say button class. Don't really need to give it a class, but btn, save. Right, so in here in the area 51 class I'm going to say okay, background color is going to be the primary color, or should we do it secondary? Let's do secondary. But to use it, use the var keyword, open close parentheses, and inside there is where you put the variable name. Now if you're using VS Code like me, then you can just type in double dash and it will give you a list of available variables that you've defined up here. So I'm going to say secondary. That will be the background color, and for the color of the text I'm going to say, again, I'm going to use variable, and here I'm going to use primary. So there you go. We could obviously reverse that and do whatever. In fact, we're going to do that down here. Let's do the button. Let's say background color, use a variable we've already defined, double dash primary color, and for the text again let's use a variable and secondary color, and there you go. So because I hate the look of that, I'm just going to apply some padding, 10 pixels, border none, border radius 3 pixel. There we go. Button. Good. I'm also going to apply padding to this one. There we go. So we've got a bit of a theme going on here. We've got a primary colour and a secondary colour. Obviously, if you would name these a bit better, I think, to give them a descriptive name, because it helps when you're going through the list to find what you want. But the whole point of this is so you can change the colours in one place. So we've used secondary colour in two places here. Say someone came back to you and says, well, I want to change the theme, I don't like this grey, I want to change it to blue. So okay, we can do that. We can go to the primary colour, change that to a blue colour, and change that to a really light blue colour perhaps. Press save. Theme is changed, so you've got, it's all consistent with each other, so you can do a whole theme around this. So I mean, you could go and add something else. What else could we add? I don't know, form. Let's just give this a class of form, and then we could do the same thing down here. Basically this saves, you probably know what variables are for anyway, but it saves you having to go around and change everything. So we could just copy this like that. There's nothing in the form, so that was clever, wasn't it? Let's just put, this is a form. And there you go. So we can change them round. Let's say secondary, primary. There you go. So you can go through the whole thing applying these variables to various things. It's not just colours either. I mean, you can say default border. Let's do 1 pixel solid steel blue. Save, and then on the area, as you can say, border, use a variable, and then say default border, and there you go. You could use it anywhere. You keep using it in all different places. And as you will see, if you wanted to use this primary colour here, we could do that. So instead of putting steel blue, we could say, we could use the variable we've already created, so it's primary colour, and everything is consistent. So you can use variables within variables, which is pretty cool. And we'll see, you can give this border radius 5 pixels and blah blah blah. Anyway, so you get the idea. You can pretty much give any value to a variable. You can also do, say, a hover. Yeah, hover background colour, and we could make this one steel blue, and then when we get to the button we say btn hover background colour var save, and there you go. So now you've got a consistent hover colour throughout your whole thing. So we've got a few things here. So again, somebody could come back and say, I don't like that, I want a different theme. So let's go for dark theme, something like that for a primary colour. That for a lighter colour, and see this, the border is going to take on that colour, and background hover effect, let's just do black-ish. Save, and there we go, it's all changed. Hover is black. So as you can see, it's really useful, and something that you should probably get used to using now if you're creating themes for your sites and so on, or have multiple projects. It saves you going through everything and doing search and replace. And anyway, so that was a brief video. Good. Hope you liked it, hope you learnt something. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe anyway if you would, and I will put this in a GitHub repo and leave it for you. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.